I was up against one of the, how many we have? We have 4 different kinds, and then AoE is like gonna be my weakest. I don't mind if I'm bad, just let me drop down to gold 2 or something. But I was stuck in gold 3 the whole freaking time, and like you saw, I lost 10 battles in a row at one point. How the heck are you guys? I'm Fastidious, and welcome to my channel. It is day 13 in our free-to-play series for Watcher of Realms. We got a fun episode today. The day's just turned over, and a new event, a really fun event, has arrived in the game. That's the Treasures in the Deep event, the 𝒟𝐸𝐸𝒫 event. So I haven't looked at it yet. We're gonna explore it together, see what that's all about, see what rewards we can earn, and how feasible it's gonna be for us and for you to achieve everything we want to in the event. And also, I've got a little arena rant, because that thing is driving me crazy, that I saved for the end. Without further ado, let's hop on in.
Fastidious.
Fastidious.
All right, guys, day 13. So the day just turned over, and quite frankly, day 13 was kind of uneventful for us. I was basically in like a holding pattern because I was waiting for 2 big things to arrive in the game. The Treasures in the Deep event just opened up, as you can see, like just over an hour ago. And then also in events here, the Quarter of Glory opened up, which you can see I had a bunch of stuff ready, and I've already been starring up fodder and material. So these are gonna be 2 pretty huge events. I haven't checked out Treasures of Deep, but my understanding is the rewards are gonna be crazy good based on this. The 7-day sign-in rewards, I mean, what are we talking about here? 30 summoning crystals in 5 days? I mean, that is nothing to scoff at. So we'll go check out the shop as well, and we'll look at the event. We'll do like a first look kind of episode. But yeah, this Quarter of Glory, I've been kind of sitting on tons and tons of fodder, and I've been saving up tons and tons of huge stamina pots, because I want to make like 3 6 stars this weekend. It's about time that will double the 6 stars on our account, and it's about time we have a big boost to our account. So like I said, it's kind of been a holding pattern. You know, I did a couple gear raid runs just to use energy because we have the tournament live. So I'm doing, I believe it's stage 11 or stage 10, whatever the first one that you get red gear in. Yeah, so stage 10 of gear raid 3. We've got like 1 decent piece. I'll just show you that now, but then let's just get into a first look. I think it can be a fairly nice episode, and then I'll tease it right now. I am going to have a slight rant at the end of this video about Arena. Because Arena was driving, I tried not to mention it, I don't think I mentioned it, but the past, whatever, 3-4 days when we had the AoE Arena, it was truly driving me crazy. And I can't really, I'm going to try to put into words how much I did not enjoy it and how frustrating I found it. Okay, but yeah, just to show you, I think this is like the 1 solid piece we found. You see, I brought it to plus 15. I'm going to wait for an event to bring it to 16. But we have a flat attack, so hopefully that rolls well, but we got a big rage regen roll. But mostly this is I think the only ring on our account that is mythic and attack percentage. So it's not the perfect piece, but it's pretty good, and Nyx is our big AoE damage dealer, so I figured I'd throw it on her. Aside from that, besides doing a little bit of gear raid, I also did a little bit of artifact material, in which we got enough for another 10 pull of these guys, which I did off camera, but trust me, you didn't miss anything. I can just show you what we're working with here. They're gonna gray out a bunch, right? Yeah, but you can see this is the gold pieces we have gotten. The only thing I've used from that is that we got a dupe of this one on Vortex. I know it's not the best one in the world, but we've put 2 upgrades into it now, and you know, AoE healing by 5 for every 1 ally is increased up to 4 stacks. So he usually is doing an AoE on at least 3 or 4 people, so an extra just like built-in plus 15 or plus 20 healing effect with an extra 1350 HP stats. It's okay. I mean, he's our main healer, and we're gonna 6-star him, so very, very cool. And then finally, I'll say I haven't finished because the day just turned over, and I saved this for the end. But I did do 1 round of Tide, which put us at wave 40, which is only significant because in the storyline, that was where I was stuck, like hard stuck, because you can only do 3 levels a day, and I'd done, our 13 days. It's day 13, so when the day, whatever, 30 minutes ago, an hour ago, changed to day 14, I quickly did 1 Tide so we could get unstuck and do our 40th one. Now you can see this is something we can do really easily. We farm stage 12. So this would maybe take 4 or 5 runs at worst, I think, and we'll get a red piece, and then I'll keep pushing. But summons are looking crazy, guys. We're at 46 summons. That includes the 5 from the login reward. So we'll do summons tonight. I will have already streamed by the time this comes out. But every Friday we're gonna do a stream with summoning, like kind of like a summoning hangout session. And I think it will usually be at about 4 p.m. Eastern time, 8 p.m. UTC, and what would that be, 10 p.m. my time, so 10 p.m. Central European time. Okay, guys, let's do a little first look-see. We showed the corridor event. You guys get it. Level your heroes. Take advantage. The rewards are badass. 300 legendary skill dust and 2 legendary skill crystals. You have to complete this event, man. These are so hard to get, especially if you're like me, and I'm only farming early days Nightmare 2. Can I go to the fight? Yeah, so I farm Nightmare 1 for one rune. So we can get some nice stuff, but you can see the best we can get is an epic skill crystal. But then Nightmare 2, you need to farm reward number 3 to have a chance at legendary skill crystal. Reward number 2, you don't have it, and we're actually not even at reward number 2. I'll put a screenshot up right now of what we did last night, but I think it was like 200 something. So we're a ways off. But maybe after we do some 6-starring, maybe we can get to chest 3 pretty soon. Who knows? Okay, let's get to the good stuff. Probably why a lot of you that don't know me clicked on this video. Treasures of the Deep. What's this thing going to be all about? So you can see that from their prompts. I have not checked it out yet. I wanted to do this live. So it looks like there's going to be a story mode, a challenge mode, a treasure quest, and then we're going to get some kind of currency, which must be this. Dead man's doubloons. Okay. Matey. Let's go to the redeem shop. Okay, so this is what I wanted to see. Olag's Wall can be redeemed. So I think this is, no question, the #1 priority for every account. This is, it's really hard to get mythic artifacts. I've done 3 10 pulls of the yellow crystals. I think for a lot of us early on, we're not farming the red crystals yet for forging artifacts, and I've only gotten 1. And it was like not that, it's good because the stats are so good, but it's, it's like a single target focused archer one or marksman one, and I have it on my AoE Nyx just for the stats. This one is for defenders, and it's amazing and will work on any defender. It just naturally increases block by 1. That's insane. Imagine if you have Olag and you put this on your Olag, you pull him during this 10x, so when his ultimate's up, he's gonna block 5 people at once. That is so cool. Or if you have an Assault Day, you're talking about 5 block, and then any other champion's just elevated, any other defender basically, unless there's some I'm not thinking about, the ones with normal 3 block are gonna be elevated to 4 block. It's really, really crazy. And then add some magic reduction, and then of course, huge base stat increases because it's a mythic artifact. This is a must obtain, and I'm really happy that, I don't know how hard it is to get doubloons, but I'm getting the sense maybe you have to make a choice between Siren and Olag. I think no question. But hopefully we get tons and tons of these and we can clear out all the limited stuff. Actually, it looks like everything's limited. But yeah, it sounds, so what is Abyssal Pack? Used to gain bonus challenge. So it looks like in the challenge mode, this gives you more goes. So maybe that's more opportunities to earn this currency. I don't know. So maybe this is a good investment. Yeah, you can buy it for gold. So for sure, I think you're going to want to buy these. And then I bet you this gives you more chances. And then you can buy more for gems too. Okay. So what, 15 times 60? So it's 9. This would cost 900 gems. So like just over a 10 pull. Probably worth it, I'm assuming, if it allows you to then clear this out. I would say save the extra chances for the end when your account's at its strongest, because time has passed, you understand the event the best, and you know if you actually need to do it. But a quick ranking, just looking at this, just my opinion, Olag's Wall, #1. I would say Osiren, at least for me, because I have him and I want to get Awakenings into him. But if you have good AoE mages, I think you do not need him at all. I just literally don't. He's the only one I have on my account. So I don't mind picking up a copy. Heart of Thorn, which is this, I know I have this one. When taking damage, it's a defender one again. I guess they're all like defenders because Reeve is a defender and it's his event. 8% chance of dealing damage equal to 10% max HP. Okay, so you get a little damage dealing. Seems okay. I don't know. I think I'm already at the point where I'm just hunting mythic artifacts. Just look at the base stat difference. So at +1, like level 1, 2200 777 versus 950. I mean, let me do some quick math. So it's 1250 HP difference. I mean, the mythic, you need mythic artifacts as soon as you can get them, I think, as soon as it's feasible for you. Mythic extract, it's a little rare, but you can just farm it. I think I would go Olag's Wall, for me, Osiren. Then I probably would go for the 5-star psychic. It's just gonna save you so much energy. Like, that's crazy for anyone that didn't see my video. making five pieces of 5-star fodder, then bringing the champion you want a 6-star up to level 50, then getting it to 6 stars, and then bringing it up to level 60 costs like just under 3 million XP. So the fact that you could make it a little easier by buying this 5-star fodder, you can buy 2 of them for 1,400 doubloons. We'll have to see how frequently we get doubloons, but I think that is that's going to be my number 3. Then I'll go summons. Then I'll go maybe extracts or Heart of Thorn. I don't know. Epic skill crystals. Let me know if I'm wrong. If you've been playing since like Forerunner or since global launch, it seems not hard to get. Like they're dropping a lot in my Nightmare 1 and Nightmare 2 chests. Can we see how much I own? I have 7 right now, and I just today was skilling up my Deimos, and actually my bottleneck is not the crystals for epic so far, it's the dust. I guess dust, it seems like the only reliable way you can get epic dust is from Tide, and if you're early days, it's hard to be getting it consistently. But yeah, I mean, that seems like definitely worth picking up too. I actually probably would still value that over the extracts, because I mean, I probably have a lot of these, right? I have 9, yeah, they drop, you know. I think that's a good value. And yeah, auto fights, I would say by far the worst value. So that should be, once you've cleared out the rest of the shop, then you can go to auto fights. So what is this? Gold, you can get 1,000 for 10 doubloons. So 999. So for 9,990 doubloons, you can get, let me do some, so you can get just under, about 1 million gold, right? So 999000. So 999,000 gold. So just like, I guess we'll have to see how hard it is to get doubloons, but if, I mean, what, just under 10,000 doubloons this is going to cost, right? And that is, you know, for 10,000 you could get, what is this, 6.5 thousand, 7.5 thousand, then 8.9 thousand, you know, throw this in, 9.4 thousand, 9.8 thousand, look how much you can get. And then 10.1 here if you get one of these extracts. So I think this is a bad value unless it's really easy to get doubloons. So without further ado, let's actually get into it. Oh, and here it looks like we're getting buffs on these 3 units. So Siren, that's really nice for me since I already have him and I kind of have to use him. Reeve, so they're encouraging you to pull Reeve, and Razak, so they're encouraging you to pull Razak. I think Razak's whole story, he's a member of Reeve's crew, and I know him and Reeve have this synergy together. If you have Captain Reeve, you get XP. You get extra XP by using Razak, but if you have Reeve, it's even more extra. I mean, 10%, that's nothing to sneeze at. I would love both, but I think it's gonna be really hard because they're on different banners. If you guys missed my video that came out a few hours ago, like 10 hours ago or something, right before the event, I really think you should do the 10x banner unless you have like tons and tons of summons saved or you've been spending some money, just because there's a lot more going on that banner and the epics are amazing. Okay, let's check the story mode out. I'm curious how hard it's gonna be when it starts. You can't see how many chapters and stuff. Okay, so story level 1. Okay, so 28,000 BP. Let's just do this. Oh, but they give you heroes with an assist from Reeve. Okay, sounds like it's gonna be really fun. I'll probably read the story and everything. We don't have to do this now. At 28,000, I don't think we'll struggle. You know what? Let's do it just so we can. I want to see Reeve in action. So he's a 19 cost defender. He's crazy, right? He's got a big, massive AoE. He's got a long stun. He's got a slow effect. Let's just put him there and just watch. And then he heals himself when he crowd controls. So I want to see. Large wave of monsters is coming, and Captain Reeve's ultimate skills should be able to deal with them. Okay, let's cue it up, baby. Come on, Mr. Reeve. Oh, he's so cool. They're doing this because they want you to summon for him, you know? You see that and you're like, wow, he's so OP. This is so crazy. Yeah, we really are going to need Camille, right? Does it really load up that fast? What's the skill cost on this thing? Does it say? Okay, we'll check. We'll check him out in a second. Okay, so he's one of those guys that you can only use a skill when there's someone in view. Yeah, so this is just to show off how OP he is with these against these really underpowered enemies. But yeah, okay, so our first time clearance, we got 200 doubloons. So no question you can get Olog's thing, right? So not counting the challenge mode, I'm assuming there's a lot of story mode to get through. Just first time clearances, you have to clear like 15, right? It was 3,000 doubloons, I believe. That is like so insane, such a great value. That makes like this whole event already worth it. You see, yeah, first clearance 200. I mean, And then the chest, once we do full stars, they don't tell us. Let's assume it's going to be even more doubloons. So it's at 18, we're getting 3 stars for each stage. So you can just quickly figure out. So there's 6 stages on this. So 6, and then we get 200 doubloons every time. So just from this chapter 1, whatever this is of the story, I'm assuming there's more story because there's this arrow here. Yeah, we're going to get 1,200 doubloons, and then I'm assuming a bonus from this chest. So I think we probably can clear out the shop. That's like my initial thing. Challenge mode is locked. I'm gonna have to clear the story, this first set of stories. And then treasure quests. Okay, so these are like little tasks you have to do that reward you even more doubloons. Can be completed one time, blah, 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 blah. So we see this in a lot of games. Great. So look how much is in here, man. 2, 4, 1,400, 1,450, 1,850, 2,050, 21, 23, 24, 2,500 extra doubloons. So just clearing out this, you're only 500 away. Clearing out this in 2.5 story stages, you're already at the 𝒟𝐸𝐸𝒮 wall. So we're all gonna get it. That's so cool. So I'm assuming the story mode isn't that hard, and then I'm assuming the challenge mode really scales and you can like earn more by making it harder. That would be my gut reaction. So I think someone like me, I probably won't be able to like do the hardest challenge mode, right? I think that's gonna be, it wouldn't make sense. You know, we're only 619 BP. Okay, I'm pretty excited for this event. I love new content, and I would love, imagine if they do an event like this every month. That keeps the game really fresh. So if they alternate between like every 2 or 3 weeks, they do an event and then they do a fusion like they did with the Salda, which I'm still so upset we missed. Yeah, this is exciting. This is a really good thing to have in the game. This video, like I said, we've been in a holding pattern. I don't want to go on too long. I do want to quickly talk about arena. It really comes down to defense. So I don't mind losing an arena. Like I just said, we're like 620k battle power. I've only been playing for 13 days. Our account, have we progressed really well? I think so, but should we be beating amazing teams? Like when I see them like 193 with a legendary lord? No, right? Of course I'm not gonna whine about that. What I am gonna whine about is the fact that they choose my defense for me. And that makes me so annoyed. So like AoE, I'm really bad at. This was the AoE team we were running. 𝒟𝐸𝐸𝒮, I'm trying everywhere to use him, but he's just not that good. It looks like I took his ring off him too. He's just a drag. He doesn't work well for us. Nyx, she's good, but like up against a 𝒟𝐸𝐸𝒫 or a Comet, she can't compete. I don't mind. We're not good at the AoE stage, but then they lock in my defense. So like I get stuck in gold 3. I wish I could just set my defense to something bad or something easier to beat. I don't know. Let me be in gold 2 where I probably belong, but I was stuck in gold 3, and we just had the arena event. It's probably disappeared, but we had the arena event go, and I only got like 110 or 120 points out of the 200 you needed for max rewards. Because at one point, let's see if I can find it, I got an achievement because I lost 10 fights in a row. And I wasn't auto fighting all the time. I was, is it here? Recently achieved, lose 10 matches in a row in arena. All the teams had 𝒟𝐸𝐸𝒮. I would do refreshes, then they have Comet, this. I couldn't beat anyone, whatever. I'm not complaining that I couldn't beat anyone, but I can't drop down to a lower level because I can't set my own defense. So it was just this horrible, hellish purgatory, this limbo of just, okay, every time I log in, they're like, oh, you've got 4 tokens. Also, I got so few tokens now because I just can't win fights. Actually, I think you get the same amount when you win or lose, but it's so, I missed out on like an epic crystal. I missed out on a summoning crystal. Yeah, it's going to be a short rant, but like, come on, arena's not fun, at least for me. I think it's like you're not really fighting them. There's like 2 fights going side by side, and then I'm trying to like peek over at them. I guess it's good because I can copy strategies when I'm struggling from the people I lose to. But when I was up against one of the, how many we have? We have 4 different kinds, and then AoE is like gonna be my weakest. I don't mind if I'm bad, just let me drop down to gold 2 or something. But I was stuck in gold 3 the whole freaking time. And like you saw, I lost 10 battles in a row at one point, and I totally missed out on that event. And there wasn't much I could do about it. I'm playing this game hours a day, and I was refreshing whenever I could. And just the opponents, you see now I've only done 2 fights today, and we won both of them. This one, even against a team with a lot more power than us. Maybe not a lot more, but like 14k, 15k more power than us. Because it was just I can't drop down. So I was just stuck. That's the end of the rant, but it was really, really frustrating. Anyway, today is going to be, I'm very excited. XP bonus is live. We are going to farm like madmen. I have so much fodder that I've already done quick living to. Like, look how many 3 stars we have. 4 stars already. We're gonna do some big work. All right, guys. Thank you so much for watching. My name's been Fastidious. I'll see you in the next one.
Fastidious.